Hello. Hopefully this. Okay, Deanna should be working. I'm just watching Chaos in the Sky playing Super Mario Jamboree because why not? He's one of my favorite YouTubers that plays Mario videos. Plus, I think he's cute. Anyway, and he's like near my age. Well, he's like, damn, he's like a year younger than you, I think. Yeah, besides that, I do not know what he looks like. I just like his kindness and his honesty, and I like his voice. It's like a baby that's just like moving around his crib. I don't know. Oh, I miss my apartment. For anyone that's new here, my name is Diana and welcome. I have not went to sleep yet. It is 10:36 just now. It is the 19th of November on a Tuesday, and here's the time as proof. If you can kind of see it, it just vanished just now. I've been having a lot of, let's just say, suicidal thoughts and a ton of anxiety because yesterday has been 3 months since we've been evicted. My mother, my brother, well, it's basically my older brother and I. And you may be telling me, Dion, you gotta move on. It will get better. I don't want to hear it. It's not that simple. I may still have a slight chance though. It's awful enough that I lost my YouTube channel, but that's like, both of them I want to get back, so to speak. But mostly my apartment, so to speak. Um, to explain why this has been such a concern for me. On the 11th of June, okay, and I did explain this before, and it's a shame that my previous YouTube channel, which is Dion's Doggy Diary, it actually did get deleted because of community guidelines when I only have one. If anyone's curious about it, you can view my Twitter about it on the description if you want, and also tagging on Team YouTube about this has been a ton of stress in my heart lately. On the 11th of June, my brother had a call from my mother that our oldest brother had to date this Floridan reptile and her two Koopa kids, right? They were the younger one was 17 at the time, going on 18. And then the other one is 26. Their names are Adriana and Trayvon. Okay? And my oldest brother, his name is LaRue. Okay? We call him Rue for short. His girlfriend, his name is Dion, no, that's the daughter, right? Duana, right? She basically was the one that kind of ruined my life and started all this. I even think about like stabbing my upper chest because I feel that there's no effort in living anymore. To rewind this once again, our mother called us that those three from Florida because their mother's friend wanted to kick them out because they weren't paying rent. Maybe she didn't want to pay, which is what happened to us. They basically moved in to our apartment, which I like to call it my castle, right? Because damn it, my soda dish is almost full. Oh, that's just great. Oh man, damn, that's right. You gotta make my room. I'm so sorry about that because I just got a notice that I am low on storage. I hope that the recording doesn't stop of me doing this. I hate when this happens. Okay, Dan, you already did the Minecraft thing, so hopefully that I'm allowed to. I'm getting this annoying spinning wheel on this. I'm gonna have to put this in the trash. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Not sure if you heard the trash. There we go. They moved in, okay, around like 11:10 or so. I know it was like before noon. It was like right away. And my older brother, Antonio, okay, for anyone that has seen my other channels, right, that I would share videos, I still got some old videos on this MacBook. I'm using trash it so that I don't have to worry about um, the video being stuck. There we go. So that's just not the problem. Okay, and the thing is that Antonio, he sacrificed his room just for those three to move in. Okay? And I was not happy with it because of how I was building a closer bond with him. And those three actually did took our castle for granted. Okay, once again, our castle is our apartment, and the number is 260. That's our apartment number. And let's just say the first couple of weeks was a living inferno living with those three because Trayvon, whom is on the spectrum, okay, just because he's autistic doesn't mean he cannot be a stubborn and a jerk. He basically would be really, really rude. Okay, thinking, oh, because you're not the boss of this house, even though our mother's name was on the lease, and my brother paid for that, helped pay for that place. I politely told Trayvon because he's interested in Dragon Ball Z and Roblox. And I mean, that's fine. Okay, I don't care. But what I do care is how when I sit in the living room because I have an air bed, he basically didn't care because when they got situated, he was sleeping in the recliner, right next to me in the living room. And I politely told Trayvon, will you please be quiet? I'm trying to sleep, the kindest way possible, nothing harsh or anything. Because he was FaceTiming with his girlfriend and his Mexican girlfriend, so to speak, and his friends. And let's just say that he refused, and he really got me sick. Okay, and then later on, well, at least he basically compromised with me. But when I would do my live streams, he would sometimes just get on, well, not get on my business, but interrupt me if I would live stream, right? And I would get a little bit irritated because of how he basically would sometimes bug me. And I did my best just to be kind to him as much as possible because, well, he is on the spectrum similar to me, even though I haven't been diagnosed, but I do have ADHD, if that counts. Okay, I've been diagnosed with that. And let's just say that Gianna, well, when they first moved in, she was being a little bit nosy, asking, hey, what are you basically reading? Like, I'm reading Reddit. She would get so close to my personal space. I did not like that. Okay, it's an autistic thing here. I don't like when people get really close to me. Okay, I don't like to get close to people either because I like to get people's space. I do, unless I know them. Okay, and just to fast forward a little bit of this, Gianna, which is my oldest brother's girlfriend, right? The reptile. She is a certified nurse assistant, aka CNA, even though she doesn't act like one because of her nasty behavior. Basically, I even shared on my TikTok, if it's still there, to show what she looks like. I literally secretly documented her. Like, I have a face of her on my TikTok. It's Dion James Market Garth, if anyone's ever curious. And let's just say that she would have like a ton of foods in the fridge. And I even felt awful that I would eat like some of her jelly, nothing much, right? Without asking. Even like popcorn chicken because it's just been in there for forbid knows how long. And we were raised not to waste food, even though someone else's, but I don't like how if someone else's food in our own household we get all moldy, right? And sometimes she would get a little bit of a temper tantrum, and I would apologize for that. I remember one incident she would even tell me, "Oh, I want to be on camera." Like, lady, this is my house. You're a grown woman. You're about to go to work. I just started the live stream. It wasn't even pointing directly at you, even though it was pointing towards the door because I was getting prepared. It's a long story on that incident that happened. But basically, what I do not like about that reptile, okay, is how she would buy tons of foods and not eating them. That would basically not wanting to eat the foods because I remember before they moved out, it was like the first week of August because they were supposed to pay $900 a month's rent because our monthly rent was $1,400 a month. That's why I wanted to raise the GoFund to $3,000 because that way, if my older brother and I can move back, which I've been doing my best to, I would have extra money on the side because that way I can help Tara with the bills. Especially if he doesn't want to live there, at least I'll live there myself, right? I mean, I basically live alone every night, 5 days of the week. So I'm practically home alone, movie pun intended. And the thing is that for Gianna, please pardon me for being off topic, okay? For the money situation, she did paid for July's rent. However, though, for August's rent, she didn't. They moved in once more on the 11th of June, okay, around late morning, and then they moved out like the 3rd or 4th of August. I know it's before my our brother's birthday, Larue. Okay, I think his birthday's on the 8th, so it's around that date. And let's just say that's like 3.5 weeks, give or take, right? That they not paid rent. Like they could at least pay like or Duana, right? The reptile parent. Could I pay my mother like 500 or something? And she didn't because she wanted to get a new apartment. However, though, here's the issue. I even have my mother's text as proof. She didn't give my mother a notice. She basically did made the house pretty filthy. Well, at least with her darn adult kids, they did, because I had to clean up their dishes and their trash. They would be pretty nosy as well. You know, I try not to be nosy, right? Um, let's see. I had to throw away 13 pounds of rotten potatoes because Joanna, the daughter, right, would tell me, "Oh, my mother doesn't want anyone to throw this away." You're basically telling me that your mother wants to live in filth in my own household. Like she's like they're both disgusting for that. And there was even flies over the place, right? I literally have proof of it on my TikTok, by the way. Okay, it's also said done about this sooner, and I was upset because of how the way I was treated. I even spoke up for myself when she told me about the live stream incident. Like, oh yeah, like she didn't want to be like she wasn't polite about it. Like I told her like you need to leave or something like that. I don't know what I said exactly. Okay, I felt I stood up for myself because of how I'm always a pushover towards people. And even though she bought me McDonald's or whatever, that doesn't make up for her stealing our apartment. The reason why I say stealing is because she was supposed to pay. They were squatting in our household when we offered them a place because they were homeless from Florida. Because down hours ago, they had to drive all the way to us, and me had to clean up after them and everything. It was a ton of stress in my heart because of how I was practically treated as their butler. Okay, having to clean them up after their mess when they're practically grown adults. Okay, underneath our roof, our apartment roof that that they squatted, and I want to get it back. Someone might be living there, but I feel like maybe it's still an opportunity. I don't know. This is why I've not been doing well lately. I even had the courage to bathe somewhat last night before midnight after 19 days of no hygiene. And I'm just desperate to move back, so to speak. I think there were some other details that I missed, but let's just share about the food thing, if that actually helps. Come on, MacBook, come on. Damn it. Gosh, I hate when my MacBook is like that. I hope that okay, I'm so sorry about that because when it goes on standby, it would freeze. Um, when before they driven off, right? Because I know that they had a blue SUV. She had a dozen apples that haven't been eaten, delicious chicken that hasn't been finished, and don't worry, it's not as though she would bit off of it or any of those two. Okay? And then pistachio ice cream that she told no one to eat when she didn't eat it when they first moved in. I'm popsicles. Okay, I still have that in the freezer as proof. And something else, I think. Oh yeah, that's right. From Popeyes, I actually was so hungry because my older brother and Tom and I were struggling with money as it is. I basically ate that. They left in the fridge with that Duana one of the weights. That's probably $6 worth. It was in there since maybe like for a month. And don't worry, it wasn't expired. It was delicious. I loved it. That's like my first time eating Popeyes, I think. And she even did buy me In-N-Out, but that still doesn't make up for losing my apartment, so to speak, or ours. But I like to say my because of how much this apartment meant to me. And I just wanted to say that for anyone that did have the willpower to view all the way or maybe halfway, thank you so much for that. It's been 3 months, and let's just say since I moved in because I'm at my mother's apartment, right? Because she did own that place, but I forgot to mention this. She had to break the lease against her will because of them. Otherwise, my mother had to go to court when she did nothing wrong because we always would pay our rent monthly. Yeah, we may be a little bit behind, but we've been living there for 6 years. When it's my older brother and I, it was 4 years. We only had 2 days to pack everything. And there was like important items that I basically, well, lost. And I want to move back. I don't want to be told to move on or it gets better. It hasn't been getting better. I haven't even left out of my mother's apartment here since we got evicted because I miss my old neighborhood and I've been dying to move back. I just wanted to say, I forgot what I was supposed to say. Dion, I think that's right. Yes. For the donations, I've only reached up $142. And I know that's not a lot of money, but I think every single one, except for one that kind of treated me as his play monkey for money, right? Or to give me money, he doesn't count for wanting to reach out before I lost one of my channels because, well, it's a long story. I didn't do anything wrong. Or, yeah, I may have shared like a few like video links on my channel, music videos, but that's it. Nothing harsh. And yet YouTube wants to punish me for this. It took a toll on my mental health. And I know people tell me, Dan, you gotta get offline. It's not that simple. I can't just get off and not do anything. Or tell me get a job. It's not that simple. Especially with my clinical depression and me being 68 and a half moons or suns clean, it's not that simple. I miss my old life. I do. I miss my neighborhood. I do. I just want to say if this reach out to anyone, thank you. And definitely leave a like if you like. I'm just so desperate to move back. And if I could get more proof of my apartment, okay? I'm not going to dox myself, okay? Because, I mean, I know I don't live there anymore, but it's not as though I'm going to type the address, okay? If for anyone in Phoenix who might be viewing this, hopefully, if you search in the Google Maps or in Google Dollar Tree, Christown, and Phoenix, you will see my review named Dion's Doggy Diaries. Okay, and that's supposed to be a picture of me and my Siberian Husky when I want to give like a 4 out of 5 stars on a Dollar Tree. I did like a long review, like every single word I could type in that I maxed out. My review, you can see of the apartment that I lived in with that address and my reviews. So if you're curious, that's where my mother and I lived, and there were several photos of me when I was just taking like Miller selfies and our pups, that were like newborn, right? If I remembered, and even like a picture of a peacock, and then like some cats as proof. So I thought I could actually just share that. It says I don't think I can share any videos though, sadly, but photos would be enough. I really want to move back, and if anyone ever sees this, I hope that you may be able to view me on the live stream, and hopefully that this gets shared AMAP, because I'm desperate. It's been 3 months, and I don't like it here. I feel miserable. If you have nothing nice or polite to comment, please do not comment at all. It will send me a ton of stress in my heart, even though my skeletal heart, okay? Even though I don't read any comments. Okay, the only way I ever interact, I'm so exhausted, unless I'm curious. Damn it. My live stream. Other than that, I'm gonna try to go to sleep after I finish watching Chaos. I don't know, depending on how my brain reacts. And Dion, let's see, we're at, oh dear, 575 megabytes and counting. Oh crud. 577 now and 78. Thank you so much for listening. And oh, if you have viewed all the way through, if you want, you can type in a green heart emoji or Yoshi if you want. Okay, all capitalized, or just Yoshi with the Y. However you want to spell his name, uppercase. I want to be out of nature again.